Hello, we'll be comparing the two models of sport and classifying which is more evident in Australian sports. Also, we'll talk about how the models may influence sports throughout society. I'll be talking about the sportsmanship model.
While you're talking about the sportsmanship model, I'll be talking about the model of gamesmanship.
Sportsmanship is where sport is seen as a special activity and apart from winning. Participants compete honorably against each other to victory. This is where true glory can be achieved through sports.
Gamesmanship is the model where winning is most important in competitions. Players play cleverly to gain advantage against the opposition while breaking the rules. We players continue to follow this model until the referee identifies the cheating.
I believe that Australian sport is more evident to the sportsmanship model. Players often play fairly against each other, creating honourable competition between themselves. This way, they aren't considered that they won or lost but how they played. Also, players are seen to shake each other's hands and saying, "Good game," after a competition. This shows that they respect one another for putting up an impressive game. Secondly, players who follow this model are being fair to their opposition whether it's going to end up as a loss or win.
Gamesmanship also fits into Australian sports. Players are sometimes tempted to not play by the rules in order to win. This usually occurs when their opposition is overtaking them in scores. Surely players on both teams wouldn't want to lose, would they? They'll play whatever it takes to emerge victorious. It may include hurting others, such as tackling them or going into a brawl against each other. Another alternative could just be creating drama on the field, such as a player pretending they got hurt to receive a penalty kick.
It's true we don't want to lose, but where is the honour in winning with no fair play? Also, why hurt others? It just creates chaos in the field which may almost seem impossible for the referee to stop. It makes the competition seem meaningless, and Australians would likely want to watch players competing at their best but also fairly. This is what makes sport interesting, intense and special. Sportsmanship also has some influences in sports. For example, this model would most likely get participants into playing sports because sports would be seen played fairly between competitors.
I don't believe that only the sportsmanship model would encourage competitors to play sports. The gamesmanship model can also persuade people into participating in sports. This model shows how they can play effectively to win within competitions by stepping over the boundaries and breaking the rules. It gives players great tactics to gain an advantage against their opposition and most likely win.
Even so, people would later receive the wrong idea about sports, that sports is being played to win and not honourably or fairly. If sports were played unfairly, it just shows that the rules were made for no particular reason. Obviously, the rules are made to deny cheating between both sides in competitions. Apart from just sports, the behaviours from each model can also influence access and equity to exercise and physical activities. For example, the sportsmanship model shows that people don't need to be as strong as others, as long as they give their best performance. This occurs in both situations, such as where they can't perform push-ups properly or not having as much endurance in jogging, but people are doing their best in both of them.
Well, the access and equity to exercises and physical activities are lower. People who are strong and skilled in a particular exercise and physical activity can access them. Others who aren't very skilled are suggested to find another activity to undertake or possibly leave. Therefore, mostly the people who are strong and skilled remain in the activities, which relates to the meaning of the gamesmanship model. Winning is most important, where it's believed that in order to win, teams must have skillful and strong players.
I don't like how the gamesmanship model is limiting the access of exercise and physical activities to people. Everyone should be able to conduct exercise and physical activities, whether they're good or bad at it. For example, Australians have access to activities they wish to undertake, and if they're not skilled at it, they're permitted to either drop out or continue training, being persistent. To conclude this, I'd say that the sportsmanship model is more evident in Australian sports.
Well, I suppose you're right. Australians, well, everyone wouldn't want to witness fights in the field and unfair play. Also, they wouldn't want their access of exercise and physical activities taken away from them, and only leaving people who are capable in. I also agree that the Australian sports mainly follow the sportsmanship model than the gamesmanship model.